Let's welcome to the show U.S. Secretary of the Interior. He's Doug Burgum. When I say worse here, Secretary, they have promoted pro-Hamas tenets. They've had rallies backing Hamas even right after the 10/7 terror attack on Israel. What do you make of everything of what you're hearing, sir?
Well, I think, Liz, it's not Republicans versus Democrats. This is going to be common sense versus crazy, because if anybody knows anything about economics, communism has never worked. Socialism has never worked. I mean, you can go back to F.A. Hayek's book in 1944, The Road to Serfdom. You don't need to read anything even more current than that. It'll tell you exactly where it goes with the policies. And at the end of the day, I think most of the voters in America are going to vote with their pocketbook. And under President Trump, what do we have? We have lower taxes. We've got massively lower regulation. We've got a opportunity for record foreign direct investment and U.S. investment in creating new jobs. We're on the cusp of a golden age, because we've got the lowest and most secure energy in the world, lowest priced energy and most secure energy in the world. And President Trump, a business guy, he knows how to get the economy humming. And by the time we get to November, I don't think this is even going to be close. I mean, the economy is going to be ripping along, and people are going to say, "What?" And of course, you mentioned it. This phenomena is something where the one thing that these blue metros are leading the country in, they lead in one thing, and that's in out-migration.
Yeah. So we got 13 moderate Democrats. They don't like this. 13 Democrats, moderates, trying to stand up with the Promise to America pledge, supporting strong borders, capitalism, patriotism. But, sir, let's get your reaction to Socialist Communist Senate candidate out of Maine, Graham Plattner. He wants more cash donation. Listen to him actually say to voters, quote, "We're asking for your discomfort." He said that. No kidding. They want to overtax everyone to death and beyond. Watch, and then you're going to watch Democrats want to run away from this. Watch.
I'm not just here today asking you to vote for me, and I'm not just here today asking you to donate money, although for the love of God, please donate money. What I'm actually asking you to do is to show up. We are asking you to put some skin in the game. We're asking you for your time, for your labor, and in many ways, for your discomfort.
What do you think about the controversies, the social media posts that leaked, and now this scandal of him soliciting?
You know, I don't know him, honestly. I've never met him. What I do know is that I'm supporting Democrats. We need Democrats in office.
Do you think Graham Plattner has the character to serve in the United States Senate?
Well, this is what campaigns are for. He certainly has a lot of issues.
Graham Plattner is supposed to come to the Hill tomorrow to meet with some Democratic senators. Do you plan to be one of them?
I'm not meeting with him there. As you mentioned, Caitlin, I'm running for governor of Colorado.
Dear God, we need to get the Senate back.
Will you campaign in Maine?
I don't have any plans.
That's Cory Booker. Dear God, we need to get the Senate back. So they're embracing the poison of communism. They're embracing these godless people who hate America, who hate capitalism, who want to take property. We've seen what they have said. We've read what they have said. We're not just saying this out of the blue. They're saying this. So the Democrats are willing to try to take back the Senate, win the midterms, which they won't do with communism?
Well, Liz, Maine is a beautiful, physically beautiful state, beautiful national park, Arcadia National Park, and they got some beautiful people. But you've got a state that's got some of the highest energy costs in the country. The electricity cost in Maine is 4 times higher than it is in my home state of North Dakota. They were, at the time of the Russian invasion of Ukraine 4 years ago, 80% of the people in Maine were heating their homes with dirty Russian heating oil. And yet, part of this platform is that this is the party that's going to, save the planet with their, extreme ideology around climate. I mean, they've got some policy issues which have self-inflicted, making it one of the most unaffordable places to live.
In Maine, so that's right, Secretary.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's just going to be a tough thing.
Okay, Secretary Burgum, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's good to see you. Now.